Let's quickly discuss some updates on the Devon Larratt versus John Brezink super match on December 11th at King of the Table 2 and why I think now it will be even more difficult for John to beat Devon. Welcome Arm Wrestling fans, I'm Pradeep from Arm Wrestling News. These updates are from yesterday's live stream with John and Devon on Angin Terzi's YouTube channel. At first, I personally thought that the rules of King of the Table 2 are going to be negotiable, just like the first one. Why do I say that? Well, basically in the last rules discussion video of King of the Table 1, even though the rules were written down clearly in advance, still Bill Collins asked everyone if they are okay with the rules. And by the way, talking about Bill Collins, Bill is again going to be the referee for King of the Table 2, just like the first edition. Devon confirmed that on this live stream. Engin or John, I don't remember exactly who, but maybe both of them. They said that Devon creates the rules for the leagues that he competes in. But in Devon's defense, I think he has a valid point here. All six of them, Schoolboy, Mazahir, everyone, all of them were asked about the rules, whether they agree or understand them or not. But only him and Michael chose to speak, so it isn't really his fault. So the main point, Devon cleared that ideally he would not want any changes in the rule system because of stakings, and they will go to the straps after 30 seconds if they are not able to take a grip during that period. I know there is a provision for foul if you don't try to take a grip in those 30 seconds, but let's be honest, Bill Collins isn't going to foul anyone out if they don't take a grip. And even if he does, so what? Round 1, Devon messes around in the setup, Bill gives him a foul and 30 seconds are over just like that. So straight to straps. I don't think that there is a provision for restarting that 30-second timer after a foul. So basically even round 1 is going to straps, and that is why I said that now it is even more difficult for John to win this match. Because I believe that John's only path for victory was outside of straps, just like it was the case in 2015 WL match. Yesterday I saw a poll about Devon versus John on Facebook, and more people were voting for John in that poll. I think we should not forget the fact that John wasn't able to top roll Chan Shaw or Dimitri Kachen or Paul Lin. So I don't see how he's going to do that to Devon. And John has said that he's practicing pinning his own arm, reverse pinning, to save energy just in case round 1 gets stopped. Personally speaking, I have bought the pay-per-view and I request you to buy your own from the website from your favorite arm wrestlers link. And I have put my $100 on Devon Larratt winning this match. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about the practice between John, Michael and Derek Smith a few days ago at John's house. Almost everyone says that practice matches doesn't mean anything. Practice pulls doesn't mean anything. But the next day, as soon as their matches are announced, I see all of them searching for practice pulls, as many as they can find, to draw comparisons. So I'm not a big believer in practice doesn't mean anything statement. I'm assuming this statement makes a lot of sense when you don't know the background of practice pulls. Like who was tired more, who was peaked, who was injured, who showed up 30 minutes late to practice. But somehow, if you are able to figure out all these factors in advance, all of them are known to you, then this practice pulls doesn't matter statement is used by people who didn't perform well or feel well that day. So both John and Michael confirmed that they are pulling fresh for fresh. They pulled fresh for fresh on that day. It was the first pull. So John took hand control and kind of pinned Michael. But we have to understand that even on a super pancake diet, Michael's pronation is nowhere near what it used to be a year ago. Derek Smith also confirmed that. He said that Michael's pronation is not back yet, so he is easily getting turned palm up after his nerve damage, after his nerve issues. So he cannot bend people's wrist back just like he used to. We have seen Michael getting turned in a hook by Corey West, and this is something that even Denis Siplenkov wasn't able to do to Michael. So this time, I'm the only one who thinks that this practice pull and John pinning Michael doesn't really tell us much about John's strength level. Derek Smith said that he did better against Michael than what that video footage on Michael's channel showed. Rebecca said that her phone was overheated, so she wasn't able to record everything. Devon said that Michael called him after the practice and told him that he was just taking it easy on John. He could have destroyed John easily, which I believe was an obvious joke from Devon. I don't believe Michael said anything like that. John has said that he is feeling as strong as he has ever felt in his career, but the speed and explosiveness isn't there, which is the key weapon to beat Devon Larratt. John even said that he can be a 265 or even 275 pound John Brzenk if he wants to, but he won't go after the super heavyweights anymore after this match. Devon Larratt said that Levan's movie shooting is delayed and he himself is having a movie. Sometime after that, Devon said that he is going to Moscow after King of the Table. He didn't mention December or January or maybe later after that. So nobody touched on this topic. Am I missing something? If Devon is also doing a movie, why is nobody talking about it? Maybe I didn't hear him clearly. If anyone of you know more details about this, please tell me in the comments. I won't ask Devon personally about this because it is his right and his job to reveal it first. Tell me your thoughts and opinions about this match in the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who thinks like you. My name is Pradeep and I thank you so much for watching.